Hello, my name is Arun Jain. This is going to be the first of many videos where I interview alumni from different universities. This specific interview is of me interviewing my dad, who went to Syracuse, majored in chemical engineering, and graduated in 1995. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Hello.
Hi, Arun. This is Dev. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm looking forward to participating in your interview.
And I'm looking forward to interviewing you. So,
Thank you.
let's get right into it. All right, I guess to break the ice, would you like to share a fun fact about yourself?
Yeah, I made my first snow ferry, or where you at Syracuse we used to get so much snow. For the first time, I saw a wall of snow which was 20 feet high in my first year of attending university, which was quite interesting. Let's put it that way.
All right, moving on. Universities often pride themselves on fostering critical thinking. Can you share a time where your education at Syracuse challenged your assumptions and led to a shift in your perspective?
Well, so, as part of my master's program, I had to do a research project, and that required, uh, me to run some experiments that never really got me to a point where I had a final result. And so I was a little distraught that, okay, I'm not getting to a place where the outcome that we desire is coming out of these experiments. So that left me a little bit uh, lost. But when I spoke to my professor, he said, well, the point is that you went through this experience, and even recording the way you approached the experiment, all the different approaches that you took to analyze the data by changing the different parameters and exploring every possibility, you can still make a conclusion that this approach doesn't lead to the result that we desired, and so it advises other people not to necessarily follow this. So to me, that was also a takeaway from that 6-8 months of experiments that I ran at the university lab.
Got it.
So even though it was a failure, I guess one could say that it had recognition of something that other researchers don't have to pursue.
All right, moving on. Alumni networks can be valuable for career development. How has your connection with your fellow graduates and the alumni community influenced your professional journey post-graduation?
So I think one of the takeaways for me was that I was so involved in technical education at that time that I did not pay much attention to networking with students that were graduating with me in chemical engineering. Instead, I had made friends and connections with people in other programs. And over time, I had realized that those connections were good at a social level, but did not lead to any professional value. And so that was a missed opportunity for me. And I learned from that and made sure that I don't repeat it when I did my MBA at Carlson School of Management.
Given the rapidly changing job market, how well did your alma mater prepare you for the challenges and opportunities in your field? Are there specific skills or experiences you found particularly valuable?
Yes, I think when my first job was at a engineering consulting firm in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, and some of the engineering skills, the type of analysis I did during my master's program um, was very useful in the job in the first 6 months. It actually allowed me to be working with a very senior, the most senior engineer on our team on some really complicated mathematical models to solve for designing a two-phase utility system design. And I won't get into the specifics, but yeah, that was definitely useful, and it
Yeah.
allowed me to be prepared for the job.
So you got to speak with experts. It's really nice. Looking back, is there anything you wish you had known or done differently during your time at Syracuse to better prepare for your post-graduation endeavors?
I think going back to your previous question, I think making sure that you network within the community, your professional community. Yes, you're there for an education, but you're also there to at a university to have fun, to make mistakes, um, um, to travel with your colleagues, to attend seminars, to attend conferences in your field. A lot of those things were things that I think if I was given a second chance, I would do a little bit more aggressively, rather than being very narrow-mindedly focused on just the technical education.
Got it. And lastly, how has the reputation of Syracuse influenced your professional life? Have you encountered any specific instances where the university's name opened doors or presented challenges?
I think the university name probably got me my first job, and the master's degree was quite connected to the project that I was assigned to when I started my job. So I think there was that. Additionally, whenever I've mentioned Syracuse University, there is a familiarity in my friends and professional connections minds. I think the change of weather in Syracuse offers a lot of variety, and it allows you to experience the university in its different forms, snow versus the greenery of the quad. Obviously, when I was there, I think the football team was really well known, the Orangemen football team. So I attended a couple of games as well during that time. So I think it has a very holistic sort of appeal, and definitely there's a recognition and connection that I make when I meet people and tell them about Syracuse. Go Orangemen.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Art.
Have a great day.
All the best to you.
Yep,
Bye.
you too.